Who, me?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Murray. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. And this one caught by Max Williams. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing again, Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the gun, Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he's taken down inside the 30. Murray now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 29. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. This is caught by Hawkins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately...
wide open, complete. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point up and through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Wentz now on first down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wentz to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. This is caught. And he's brought down. Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A nice little juke. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. First down, Colts. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wentz. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Touchdown, Cardinals! Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz to the right side, complete to Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, it's Taylor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Wentz will give to Taylor on the draw. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Into the red zone. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wentz going to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Colts. Kylan Granson from 13 yards out. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Buda Baker with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. but when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, fights him off. And the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Murray to air it out again. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kwity Paye able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A quick slant to Hill.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And that'll set him back 5. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. He's got Granson, his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Wentz. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Wide open receiver, complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. So
now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the keeper.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Murray now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. On play action, Wentz. And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On 2nd and goal, Murray being chased out left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Dancing to his left. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This was his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Wentz now on first down.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So nothing doing there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack.
Rashard Lawrence
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.